We have this question, maximum area of square hole in grid. In this question, we are given two integers n and m and two integer arrays h bar and v bars. The grid has n plus 2 horizontal and m plus 2 vertical bars, creating 1 cross 1 unit cells. The bars are indexed starting from 1. You can remove some of the bars in h bars from horizontal bars and some of the bars in v bars from vertical bars. Note that the other bars are fixed and cannot be removed. Return an integer denoting the maximum area of square shaped hole in the grid after removing some bars. Basically, let's say for this given bar, we cannot remove the topmost and the bottommost bar, and from here the left one, the leftmost and the rightmost. Okay, so for this question, let me just screenshot it. Okay, so in this question, we have h bars 2 comma 3, v bar 2. Basically, what it means, let me write it down. H bars 2 comma 3 and v bar are. Okay, so these are the bars we can remove. So let's try removing. Since we can remove only from vertical bar, this one. Let's try removing this one. Okay. Now what we have? We have this. Mm, okay. Since we have removed that, we have this. One, two, three, and four. Now, to maximize the square, uh, either we can remove this one or this one. So let's remove one of these. Okay. Now we have this square. Since it was like this portion was making 1 cross 1 unit, 1 unit. So these two will make 2 units, and similarly these two will make 2 units. So area would be 2 cross 2, which is 4. Let's take another. Okay, so for this example, we are given n equals to 1, m equals to 1. So basically, it would be a size of n plus 2 and m plus 2. Right. And we can remove from h bar, we have 2, and from v bar, we have 2. Okay. This is the grid we are given. We have 1, sorry, we have 2, we have 3 there, here. Here. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Okay. Since we can remove 2 from here, from horizontal bar, as well as 2 from vertical bar. So when we remove these, we get this. And since we have this 1 unit, this 1 unit, this 1 1 1, and 1 unit. So this total will be 2 units, and this total would be 2 units. So then again, the area would be 4 units. Let's take one more example. Okay, for this example, we are given n equals to 2, m equals to 3. So the horizontal bars would be n plus 2, and the vertical bar would be m plus 2, that is 2 plus 4 and 5, right? Which is visible here. Okay. And h bar is given. H bar is given. Let me not write it down here. It is given already. H bar are 2 and 3, and V bar are given 2 and 4. So let's draw the grid first. One, sorry. Okay, so this is the grid. We have H bar as 2 comma 3, V bar as 2 comma 4. So let's try removing 2 first. Okay, here, when we remove 2 here in horizontal, and from V bar also, let's remove 2. We have this square. Okay, let's try seeing if we can get a maximum square. to make a square maximum. Like if we remove one, we get this square. To get just bigger, just next bigger square than this, we have to remove the consecutive grid line. Getting a consecutive from here, and then for since we remove two from vertical, we have to next remove three. And since we remove two, we have to next remove three. Then let's see this and this. Now we get this one. So what we are doing actually, we are looking into the looking into our H bar and V bar and checking the consecutive minimum consecutive. So here we have two minimum consecutive, two and three. And for this we have single consecutive. So the minimum of them would be one. Basically, one is the maximum we can remove. One is the maximum we can remove. Okay, since the minimum is one, so we can remove only one from V bar. So when we remove one, that is two or four, whatever it might be, we can get maximum square of this length, which is one plus one, that is two length. If in order to get a square of greater length, we have to remove the consecutive because let's assume we removed two, and from here we removed four. Uh, but this is not big, and let's remove. Okay. But this is not making any sense now because this grid is blocking the other two squares. This itself would be n square, would be a square, and this itself would be another square. They whole combined, not making any square. Do not make any square. Okay. So so what we are trying to do is find the between H bar and V bar the minimum consecutive bars that can be removed. In this case, we can remove two consecutive, and in this case, we can remove only single consecutive. So we remove only one. And since we have seen in all previous example, when we remove one, let's remove from here also. Let me keep this one. When we remove one, we get a square of this size, which is one plus one. Okay, when let's say x is the minimum, x is the minimum. When we have minimum as one, we remove one element, we remove one grid, and we get area of 2 cross 2. And now let's assume we can remove two consecutive. Now let's say this is also three. Then in horizontal bar we have the consecutive as two, and in vertical bar also we have consecutive as two. So we can remove two from vertical, and then we can remove three as well from vertical. Similarly, we can remove two from horizontal and three, three also from horizontal. So the square size we are getting is this. So basically one unit, three units, three cross three. That is, we have the minimum x is equals to two. So what we are getting is the maximum area of square is x plus 1 multiplied by x plus 1. Also, you might be confused by this. Let's say this has a 2 and 3, and this has 3 and 4, or 4 and 5. Okay, let's take that example. Okay, so here we have these questions. Let me do one more modification. Okay, we have this question, and we have h bar as 2, 3. And for first case, we have V bar as 3, 4. The second case, we have V bar as 4, 5. And for the third case, we have V bar as 2, 3, and 5. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. When we remove 2, we remove this one. Okay. Uh, we remove this one. Let's try removing it. Okay. We have removed this one. Now, Now we can obtain the maximum square of size, maximum square of length 2, because this one will be divided into two parts, 1 and 1. Okay. This. Now either you remove this one, or this one, or this one, this one, or this one. You will definitely get a square of length 2, or and of area 4. Let me show it. Let me try doing it one by one for you. Okay. Here, if we remove this one, we have this square. Now, if we remove this one, we have this square. Now, if we remove this one, we have this square. And if we remove this one, we have this square. So, for if if it is remove if it is always possible to make a square of size square of size 2 and area 4. Okay. Now, let me redo all of this. Yeah. Okay. Now let's take another example. We have 2 and 3. Let's try removing 2 and 3 both. Um, we remove this and this. Now, let's see in this. Again, you can remove, since we are remove for the bigger size. Let's say we had this. Now to make a bigger square, we have to remove the consecutives. We have removed consecutive from here. Now we have to remove, we have two consecutive. Now we have from vertical bars, we have to again remove two consecutive, which can be either this, or this, or this, or this and this. है ना? So let me do it for you once again. Let me remove this one and this one. You are getting this 4 square, 4 block 4 square. And what if we remove this and this? Then again we are getting this 4 cross 4 square. And what if we remove this and this? We still get 4 cross 4 square. So you are getting now. If if we find the minimum consecutive out of these two, we can we can give the answer. We can answer the maximum area of the square, which I have given here. X is the minimum. X is the minimum consecutive which we have to find, and the answer area would be x plus 1 cross x cross 1. Okay, let's take okay, let's for this we did it. For this also we did it. Since this has consecutive as 2, and this we have consecutive as 2, and this also we have consecutive as 2. In this, if we see 2, 3, 5, we have consecutive 2 only. What if we had 4? We had 4. Okay. So in vertical bar, we remove 2, 3, 4. We are removing 2, 3, 4. But now this is of length 1, 2, 3, uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 unit. But here we have 1, 2, and only 3 unit, because we have to remove 3 from here as well, na? But we do not have but we are not capable of removing 3, because the maximum removable elements are 2 only, and the maximum consecutive for this also are 2, and for this the maximum consecutive are 3. So we take the minimum consecutive out of these, and then we remove that. So we would get the answer as x, the minimum plus 1 cross minimum plus 1. That is the solution for this question. Let me show you the code for this. We take int x equals to 1, y is equals to 1, and we have a iterator. Also, I forgot to mention, we have to sort both the bars, because what if it is mentioned instead of 2, 3, it is, let's assume we have 2, 4, and then 3. 2, 4, and 3. In this order, they are not consecutive, but when we sort them, 2, 3, 4, they are consecutive. Okay. That's why we have to sort both of them. Now we are iterating till size minus 1. we are keeping a count, then again we have this while and size minus one. If the next element, if the current two is equals to, oh sorry, if the next is equals to current plus one, current plus one, which means consecutive, then we increase the count and we do till we find all the consecutive, है ना? And then when the consecutive we do not find any consecutive, we break. And for x, since there might be uh, there might be a case we have two, three, we have mhm, okay, we have two, three, four, then we have six, then we have seven, eight, or let me say we have five, five, six, seven, and nine. For here we have consecutive as two, but then there is a break. So if we update count as two in move out of the loop, and move out of the loop, then we won't find this consecutive. So that is why there is maximum of we store in X, the horizontal bar, the maximal consecutive, and for similarly we do for the vertical also, and then we create a minimum which contains the minimum of those consecutives, and then we would since the answer would be long, we would return the answer minimum plus one plus minimum plus one. Thank you. That would be the solution for this question.